Episode 3. I opened my eyes, knowing she needed help in the kitchen, but I was exhausted, both physically and emotionally. I didn't have the strength to face her, to pretend that everything was okay when it wasn't. The silence and emotions I'd been carrying inside had taken a toll on me, leaving me feeling lost and unfocused. How did I get myself into this mess? I wondered. Love was indeed tricky, time-consuming, and wicked. I felt like screaming, "Leave me alone, Mr. Love." But instead, I forced a reply, "Yes, Mom," and dragged myself into the kitchen. I stood at the kitchen door, watching my mom as she carefully cut her vegetables. The kitchen was cozy and warm. The cream-colored walls and brown cabinets gave it a welcoming feel. A small table with 4 chairs sat in the middle of the room, while the air was filled with the savory smell of cooking oil and sizzling food on the stove. "Yes, Mom," I replied, trying to signal that I wasn't available to help. She smiled and asked, "How are you doing? Did you sleep well?" I shook my head. "I'm fine, Mom, but I still need more sleep." "Why don't you go inside and get ready so we can leave on time?" she suggested. "You know Providence University is a 2-hour drive. By the way, what time is your matriculation starting?" "9 a.m., I replied. "That means we should be there before 9, doesn't it?" she said. "Wouldn't it be better to start getting ready by m?" I nodded, trying to appear nonchalant, but also gesturing as if to remind her that I was right. She smiled wryly. "How then, any way you want it?" She looked at me with concern. She asked softly, "Is everything okay?" My mom was always sensitive to my emotions. "Nothing, Mom," I replied, pretending to be fine. "I just need to get ready as you suggested." "It's about your dad," she insisted. "No, Mom," I replied, walking away. "Come back," she said calmly. I returned to the kitchen, and she ushered me to take a seat. "Listen to me," she said. "Your dad and I would never deceive you. It's true that we restrained Ikamefuna from school as a punishment. Do you know what that means?" "Mom, thank you for the advice," I replied, cutting her off mid-sentence. I walked out of the kitchen, my room just 15 feet away. I slammed the door shut behind me. Although I wanted to go back to sleep, I remembered my mom's advice and decided to get ready before I am. I walked to my closet, wondering which outfit to wear, a green, red, or white gown. I smiled to myself, ruling out the white gown since it looked like a wedding dress. I opted for the red gown instead, which had a touch of green. Since my matriculation gown is black, I figured it would match with any color. I took out the black gown and placed it on my mattress before heading to the bathroom for a bath. To be continued. Stay tuned for more stories at Onyi's Short Stories.